What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus. Post-game thoughts. Eagles took care of business 25-20. It was ugly, in my opinion. Defense showed up. Offense just took a while to get going. Costly turnovers. Jalen Hurts. It's weird. You can't say he didn't throw the ball well because he threw for over 300-something yards. And he ended up with what? Passing. Jalen Hurts, 22 for 37, 315 yards, 2 picks. And it was, I did not realize that I knew A.J. Brown had over 180. He had 181 yards on 16 targets, man. 9 catches, 181 yards. And Devontae Smith had 8 targets and got 126 yards, so he balled too. Seemed like it was kind of quiet for Devontae Smith, but in any case, my first thoughts of the game, they muscled one out. They muscled another one out. But they made it too difficult. I don't understand what our game plan was. I do not understand why they continue to run the ball second. Why do they always want to establish the passing game first? That's just weird to me. Watching that game, the first thing I thought of was if they go into Dallas with that game plan, Dallas is going to kick our ass. That's the first thing I thought. Like, you can't do that. You have to be aware of the conditions. It was cold out there. The wind was blowing. But more so, when it's cold like that, if you've ever played a game in the extreme cold, it was like 20-something degrees out there. It takes a while for you to warm up. And you don't get warmed up by trying to throw the ball long right off the bat. The first pick that Jalen threw, number one, it was a bad decision, and number two, it was a bad ball. The second one, it looked like, I believe it was Quez Watkins, kind of didn't run the route correctly. But that's still on Jalen for throwing that. He threw it to where he thought he was going to be, and he didn't run that route. So, but anyways, that goes back to Jalen. And I don't understand why we were throwing the ball, trying to go long so many times. And it was like, hit the ball mid to short and let your playmakers make plays. Let them get warmed up. Let them get into the game. And you see they did that late in the second half. And I do not understand why we do not run Miles Sanders right off the bat. I don't get it. I don't know what the philosophy is. Is it that they just forget about him because you get so gung-ho into throwing the ball? I don't understand why Miles Sanders is number 5 in the league in rushing, 5.2 yards a carry. He's like a secondary thought for the offense. That makes no sense to me. I can't explain it. It's like they try to establish the pass and then run off the pass when it should be the other way around, especially in cold conditions. That game plan, that logic was very questionable. That was very suspect to me. So defense showed up. Haason Reddick should have had 3 sacks and a strip today. That one, Justin Fields just did some amazing stuff, period. Got to give that kid credit. He broke that sack, broke that tackle, and just took off and would not be denied. He's trying not to be a running quarterback. He really wasn't a running quarterback at Ohio State. But he's in a situation right now where he ain't got nothing to work with. And we still had the battle with him. I'd be curious to look at the press conference with Sirianni. Him and Steichen, some of the decisions they was making and the plays they were calling, I didn't get at all. They were determined to run that quick screen right and left until it broke. I think Devontae Smith eventually broke one, but it's like, come on, man. We got to have something else in the playbook that's a little bit better than that. That screen that Miles Sanders fumbled, Chicago read that like a book. They saw it coming. There really wasn't a fumble. Miles got the ball and tried to tuck it and turn around, and while he was doing that, the dude just got a hand on it. We at the point now where we got to start using everything at our disposal. They have got to change up with these RPOs. They got to give the ball to Miles Sanders more. Stop with the RPOs and call run plays. Let him run off of Lane Johnson, run off of Mailata, and let's go tackle to tackle, and let's see what's going to happen. These RPOs, Jalen Hurts is going to get killed. He's going to end up getting hurt. We thought he was hurt today, as a running back who has gotten tackled and fallen on the ball and got tackled from the side, that stuff hurts. That's 300 pounds coming down on your shoulder. So it's either going to crush you or you're going to pop something. Pop a shoulder out of place, dislocate something, pop a rib out. Some stuff like that happens all the time. There was way too many RPOs, and it wasn't like he was shaking the bacon. He got popped 3 or 4 times. People are getting used to it. And I don't want to see him get hurt on a 4-yard run. They're attacking the running back. So they want to leave the ball in Jaden's hands because that's more chance of he's going to cough up the ball or you can get a good pop on the quarterback. So when he runs those RPOs, everybody's going to attack the running back because that's going to put Jalen in harm's way. And we got to be smart enough. Our coaches have to be smart enough to see what's going on and make the adjustment, or you're going to get his head blown off. Yes, we got the dub. I'm very happy we got the dub. I'm very happy that Dallas lost. But if we go into Dallas with the same type of game plan, the same type of offensive logic we had today, they're going to kick our ass. You got one of the best running backs in the league. Give him the damn ball. Jalen will have ample opportunity to scramble out and make some things happen, but don't put him in unnecessary harm's way. We got to be smarter than that on offense. So, a lot of criticism for the offensive game plan today. Jalen made the most of it, but we should not have had the battle like that. I think we had a basically clean game today. We'll call it a clean game until I see otherwise. And now it's finally Dallas week, and we can talk the smack and get into all of that. We got out of this game. Now we can worry about that. We'll see what happens going forward. A lot to talk about, a lot of film to study. I do want to go watch the Jacksonville game and to see what Jacksonville did successfully against the Dallas defense. We've got some holes to fill, but I definitely think there's some opportunities to take advantage of some things. So we'll see. And I'll talk to you guys through the week. Continue to subscribe, follow, send a link to your friends, and we're going to keep this thing moving. Go Birds.